What's up, party people? It's Renegade of Renegade Eats. Today I've got my good friend Jay Lee of Tapped Hot Sauces here with me, and we're gonna try Tap. We stopped here at La Preferida, Jay's favorite taco truck locally. Very authentic taco truck right here on the corner of Aurora and Croton Road in Melbourne, Florida.
Let's go get some tacos.
Yes, sir. You do have steak, pulled pork, those ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I get like, but you don't have the al pastor, the marinated pork. You do have that? Okay, I want like, let's do 3 al pastor.
1 al pastor, 1 carnita, and 1 barbacoa. We have to go wait outside now for these tacos. I came here in the morning once.
I know this place, like they like run out of food
here. I bring all my friends here, but they're out from town. Like, you guys have to go get some real tacos. Yeah, I just feel like tacos is the #1 food for hot sauce, I think.
First of all, I'd like to say you have a great startup. I mean, how long have you guys been around?
We've been around for about 7 months now.
7 months, and honestly, over the weekend, I've brought up the company talking about Renegade Eats. Quite a few people, almost everybody has heard of you guys.
Really?
Really, no doubt.
That's awesome, because everything we do, like social media-wise, marketing-wise, is pretty much organic at this point.
I see that, yeah. I'd like to say you're an awesome photographer, man. All the stuff that you do for Tapped Sauce is just amazing work on your Instagram and everything.
I wish I could take all the credit for it, but I do have a business partner. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today, but
hey, he helps out with the production.
He does a lot of the production. I do mainly the videos and stuff, and he mainly does all the photography. We kind of really like push each other in that kind of sense too, because everything kind of like our company kind of like started because of our interest. The sauce, the chili oil, even our marketing is like all like about our interest. We were like, oh, how can we push ourselves to like get better at marketing, get better in sales. Photography was another big aspect of marketing and social media,
right.
And we wanted to be that company that just, it's not all about the sauce, it's about showing people who we are.
Branding, man.
Yeah, branding
is so important. So let's get into one of the sauces before we talk about anything else.
So I think first, we gotta pay respect to the armbar, right? This is the armbar, and this is probably our first hot sauce I created. Before I started making this hot sauce for all my buddies, it wasn't called armbar, it was just called Here's Jay's Hot Sauce. I started Jiu Jitsu like a year and a half ago, and I gave Jason, my business partner, this bottle and was like, hey, here, have this. And I just wrote down, I had like a masking tape, and I wrote down armbar here. I was like, oh, it's catchy, and he's like, you should name it Tapped Out, and I was like, let's just name it Tapped, you know? It has a curry flavor, it has Thai chilies, jalapenos. This is like a milder hot sauce that we have, and it's good with like lighter foods, so.
I see you do a lot of like umami recipes and stuff. Is that something that inspires you, is umami style foods?
Natural umami foods that, and kind of how we were raised, we always use shiitake, we always use
those
miso,
bold flavors.
Yeah, and that's kind of the idea of what I want to bring to these sauces too. Like, we say that we're umami, like we focus a lot on umami, but that doesn't mean that we make umami the main flavor. We make umami a part of the flavor, because it needs to be balanced. It needs to be a good amount of heat, good amount of sweet, good amount of saltiness, and a good amount of umami, right?
All right, so let's dig in. Let's try some of this. Although delicious, this one isn't new to me. I've tried it before. Can you tell me what are the main flavors in the armbar?
So the main flavor is curry.
Curry.
I chose to use jalapenos for this because jalapenos is not too strong. It's very like it doesn't have too much flavor. I like Thai chili heat. I used to work at a Thai restaurant, and the characteristics of Thai chilies are They don't hit you up front like jalapenos. And there's some shiitake mushrooms. You don't really taste it, but but also you taste it. And then there's apples, and apple brings the sweetness to the game.
Really?
Yeah. So the bow and arrow is a submission. It's like a Jiu Jitsu submission that you use the collar, and it's very sneaky. And the heat on this is very sneaky because it's hot.
Now, is this one hotter than the armbar?
Yeah, it's hotter than the armbar. It's probably like 2-3 times hotter. But it's sneaky when it's with food, so you don't know it, and then it will just, because it has pineapple and you have the miso and the flavor just kind of sneaks up.
Oh wow, that is amazing though. No, really, like,
Thank you.
the pineapple, the sweet and the spicy together, like, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, habaneros are very scratchy in flavor, and if you don't tame it, it's hot. They bring the heat to the game.
Yeah.
So the main ingredient here is like the miso, and the miso really pulls out flavor and makes it a more well-rounded sauce. And that's why a lot of people love it. There's a lot of people who love habanero, but also don't like that much heat. This has been becoming my all-time favorite. Like, my girlfriend loves this.
I was gonna say, I think it just trumped the armbar for me.
Yeah, it really does. Like,
Perfect amount of heat. So, getting into the newer chili oil, right? Chili oils?
chili oils, yeah. A lot of people ask, like, how do I use this, right? How do you use chili oil? And at the purest form, just put it on your food.
Use it as a sauce.
That's a sauce. But also it's oil, so you could cook with it. This was our original chili oil, and that's called the Darce, and also a Jiu Jitsu submission. And that is more of a Sichuan forward chili oil, which is a very classical chili oil. So that's good with like noodles, and then this is our black garlic chili oil, and this is something that we just wanted to have fun with. So this one has the black garlic, which provides sweetness, umami, and then we use 3 different types of peppers in here, and kombu and soy sauce, which is like, it has a good rounded but loud flavor. So. But we're hoping that people will get to know more about chili oil and know how to use it more, because for the Asian culture, it's kind of like an everyday staple, right? It's like, it's in your cabinet all the time. Like, it's like ketchup for us.
Heat-wise, are these both same as?
Very similar in heat.
Okay.
I personally think the Darce is a little bit spicier in heat because it's brighter in flavor, and when you don't, like, the brighter flavors don't mask the spice as much as the darker flavors, right?
You feel it more.
You feel it more. And usually you tend to have food that are blander, like dumplings and stuff with this kind of chili oil. Where in this one it's such a dark flavor. You'll have it with steak and like meats and fish, which is more, it hides that spice a little bit better.
Now, but you said as a sauce, just curious, with steak, would you ever cook with this, or would you always just put it on after?
I'll personally put it on after.
Do you ever use this as a cooking oil?
Oh yeah. I just get the oil of this, right? You see the oil?
Yeah.
And then I'll just get the oil, throw it on a pan, and drop some eggs on it. And then you get this like red, bright chili oil fried egg, and you throw that on some rice.
Ooh, that's
really good.
Which one should I try first?
I would think you should try...
Save that one for last?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try the black garlic. This is our most popular oil though.
And this one's very umami.
Umami, yeah, deep, dark flavors. It is sweeter. I'll try this. I'll take a little bit of grit.
Here, I'll let you go ahead and load me up.
I'll put one on like right in the end. Like your bite.
Okay, so take all that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my God. Wow. You've got to show this to the world.
Yeah, we want to. We're trying. I mean, there is a couple of chili oil companies popping up, and we want to be part of the game, you know. And this is our own expression of chili oil.
First thing that comes to mind is sesame.
Mm-hmm.
I take sesame. But then it seems like a lot of the other flavors are based around that sesame. First I taste the sesame, then I taste like some soy and umami type flavors. And then there's a little bit of a heat to it too, and a little sweet.
Yeah, that's exactly
all very well balanced, like you said, very well balanced. Yeah. Okay, so me and my girlfriend Molly, as some of you know, have lots of projects going on, but we just started our own clothing company, Dominus Clothing. And if you want to learn more or purchase a shirt, you can contact us on Dominus Clothing 321 on Instagram. So we actually brought you a Dominus shirt.
Oh shoot, no way.
What size you wear?
Thank you.
What size does your business partner wear?
Large too, yeah.
Do we have any more larges?
Yeah, we have them in the car.
Okay. I always can I put this on now?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for repping.
Thank you. Thank you for the free shirt.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you show her the back, that'd be perfect. Move on to the next and the last chili oil.
Right, and now. So this is the classic Darsh chili oil, and this is what started the whole chili oil. Have you guys ever had mapo tofu before? It's a Chinese tofu dish, and it requires chili oil. This makes the perfect mapo tofu. It has a little bit of sour ingredients like balsamic, definitely some sesame seeds, not the sesame oil. This one has sesame oil. It's like classic chili oil, so. Okay. I make my chili oil noodles with this one instead of this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Darsh, what is that?
Darsh, so Darsh is a choke.
Darsh?
It's actually a name of a Jiu Jitsu player. And he created this move. It's almost like you get your arm and you kind of like choke them out like this. I think when we first like created this, Jason and I were drilling the Darsh choke for 2 weeks, right? And we were like, I'm still very heavily into jiu-jitsu, and I want to be more into the jiu-jitsu community. Well, let's just name it Darsh, man. I want to name it Darsh. And then we lined the flavors up with the Darsh choke, and we're like, it has like fried garlic on it, and it put this on some dumplings. Oh my goodness.
This is amazing, but very unusual.
Yeah.
It's not a super common sauce that you would come across.
You can't find chili oil that's high in quality without MSG now. It's hard to find stuff like that.
With the originality you guys are presenting as well.
Yeah.
Can I try some of the?
Yeah.
Is that gonna make it spicier?
Actually, it might give it a little bit more body and like give it a little bit more sweetness. This one's funny. We put Korean chili flakes in it, and I'm Korean, and I kind of like Koreanized it. You know, different moods. Right? Different moods, right?
I'm sitting here trying to decide which one I like more, and I really can't. They're so different. I really can't play. I will say though, these two are my favorites. I love hot sauce, period, and all of your hot sauce is fantastic, but this chili oil is just amazing. Can I double dip, get more of that one?
I got a party. When my buddy brought over the chili oil, I was like, we have to do this. We have to share this to everyone. And I was shopping like some higher end stores, maybe like Fresh Market or Whole Foods. They don't have chili oil like this either. So where can we get something like this in Melbourne? And then let's show everyone like what these kind of things could exist. And that's kind of like the main purpose of a food brand if you want to be successful. And if you have a purpose, like you want to share your food. Like we're not just copying sauces, or like we want to be unique. And this was our way of being unique too.
Yeah, I think to succeed in any kind of food related business, you need originality, and you got it tapped.
Thank you.
I did want to ask, do you mind if I go home with a bottle of taps?
I'm gonna tell you guys, these are all yours.
Oh man. Oh,
I love when people have it out there. All of them. You got the whole collection.
The whole life. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for watching Renegade Eats.
And we'll see you next time.